Everyone's favourite animal. Man's best friend. The pig. The people of Trisa Base take their love for pigs to a whole new level. Yes, that's right. This week, we're heading to La Porcaade, France's premier pig festival involving pig races and the Pig de Resistance, the Pig Squealing World Championships. Grown adults perform their best impression of a pig at different stages of its life cycle, all in a bid to wow the judges and a balmy crowd of thousands. This is my journey to unleash my inner swine in an attempt to be crowned the world's greatest pig man. I have 72 hours until I go on stage in front of thousands, and if I can't do a good impression of a pig, this is going to be mortifying.
Okay, pig squealing.
Earlier today, I went live on air with BBC Radio Cornwall to discuss the world's weirdest events. Did not go well.
You have to do an impression of a pig.
Make a pig noise for me. How's it going?
A kind of... Is that enjoyable?
How's it going?
If I want to give the piggy performance of a lifetime, I need to immerse myself. I need to spend time living as a pig with pigs. So I rang up farmers throughout the UK with a simple question. Can I sleep with your pigs?
I mean, I'm stop you there, mate. I'm not in the slightest bit interested in whatever this is.
To my surprise, most farmers weren't keen. But then I got a reply from a wonderfully mad Irishman named Gavin.
Here we go. Thank you so much for this. It's much appreciated. How have things been? Not too bad.
Gavin began by showing me the facilities and introduced me to his girls,
Honestly, they are lovely animals. They love a good old scratch.
who it's safe to say he loves deeply. I was going to be spending the night with Sniffer, Pepper and Duchess. Gavin left me to get acquainted.
Look at me do pig things.
I fully embraced the method acting.
Sorry. Too much too soon. Hey, I'll just find my own corner for now.
But my initial efforts were not going well.
I don't know what these noises mean. I'm assuming it's good and that they're happy with my presence.
This is going to be good fun. Okay, I look forward to this.
As the sun set, it was time to get into the sty. Unfortunately, just as I got in, one of my bedmates left, and I was all alone, waiting for the three little piggies to rejoin me. It's just gone 10 p.m. It's a little bit scary, not gonna lie. None of the pigs have joined me yet. I feel a bit like the social outcast of the group. I needed to lure them back in, to learn all their piggy secrets, so I tried to gain their scent. But despite the occasional moment, the pigs wouldn't join me.
I mean, in fairness, if I was hiding in the darkness like this in your bedroom, would you join?
If the pig doesn't come to you, you go to the motherfucking pig. I left the sty to join the pigs outside. So I'm out on the farm now. I'm in stealth mode. I am pig. And in a scene that looked like a budget horror movie, I approached the pigs. Just one of your pig friends. Despite my best efforts to calm them, don't worry. They bolted. Returning to the sty defeated, I began to lose my mind.
What if the pigs out there aren't pigs, but are just other people in costumes, also method acting in preparation for Sunday?
Giving up, I went to fall asleep. But just moments later, I hit the jackpot. A pig came to join me in the sty. I don't want to overplay the moment that just happened, but I think they might actually be starting to accept me. As I awoke the next morning, I was jubilant at my close encounters. Would I call last night a success? Well, what is a success? By the metric of spending time with the pigs, did I succeed? No. Do I feel more like a pig than I've ever felt before? Definitely. And do I think I can harness the pig power that I have in my hands now? I think I bloody well can. The next day, myself and Andrew set off for France. On a high from my pig method acting success, I decided to mark the occasion by making a painstakingly detailed model of the Eiffel Tower. But unfortunately, just as I was adding the finishing touches, it was time to land, and I was asked to close my table.
Close the table.
Shame. Arriving in France, Andrew entertained airport passengers.
Top crowd.
and I was quizzed by airport security.
C'est un joli cochon, no?
Nothing to see here, just a grown man with his prized pig paraphernalia. Pause the video! You may be wondering why I'm wearing a medical boot. Well, to find out, you'll have to watch the heavy metal knitting episode. What a tease. We made our way to Trisa Base, home of the championships.
I'm actually a bit petrified at the moment because there's less than 24 hours to go. I haven't made a single pig noise so far. Well, that's a lie. I made one. And look at this, the O2 arena of pig impressions.
It was suddenly dawning on me quite how unprepared I was. Tomorrow, I'd be here on stage in front of thousands.
That's a cat. That's a cat. That's a f***ing cat. I've got nothing. I've got nothing.
The panic was starting to set in. I returned to the hotel
Spielberg's lesser known work, Schindler's Lifts.
and studied my pig noises. To clarify, we weren't sharing a bed. They were twin beds that we pushed together. I needed help. I needed a pig superhero. And luckily, the next morning I'd meet him.
The undisputed pig squealing champion of the world.
Noel is the real deal. He's the 8 times winner of the Pig Squealing World Championships. He trains for 1 hour a day and made his own costume that pumps out milk from his teats and is pig mad.
And he's going to train me up.
We got to work running through the different judging categories for the competition, from pigs eating, to pig slaughter, to pig courtship, which Noel helpfully demonstrated on his wife.
That would do it for me.
Yep, that happened.
Not on the first date.
The truth is, I was out of my depth. There was a clear golfing class between myself and Noel.
Comment? À toi. On dirait, je sais pas quoi qu'il fait. On dirait un chien qu'aboie.
But with 2 hours to go, I was hopeless. I thanked Noel for his time and wished him luck.
Bonne chance. Bonne chance.
Bonne chance, Didi.
I need more bonne chance.
I was stressed.
I just can't make a noise whilst breathing in. I don't know how you do it.
Thousands of people expected top quality pig noises.
Is that a bit better?
Time had run out, and everything seemed set for disaster. At the arena, events were in full swing, including eating contests, piglet racing, and pig tossing. Don't worry, that's not a real pig. Tempers were flying high, and the excitement was too much for some. But after the French celebrated their national tradition of waving the white flag, the acts lined up, and the pig squealing began. It became clear almost immediately that the competition was strong. And as Noel took to the stage to do his headline set, the crowd were whipped into a frenzy by his impression of a pig being slaughtered, even if it was too realistic for some. The time had come, and after changing out my work pig costume into my stage pig costume, I was ready. Now it's clear I couldn't compete on an audible level, so I had a few tricks up my sleeve. But first, a brief interview, a chance for me to strengthen Anglo-French diplomatic relations. What profound thing would I say? Would I apologise for Brexit? Perhaps solve fishing disputes?
Je m'appelle Niall.
Nailed it. I began my 5-act performance. A performance that would be riddled with mistakes. Act 1, pig giving birth. To artfully represent the beauty of childbirth, I was going to fire a piglet out of my womb using a catapult. And though I fumbled to reveal the gender, and despite my poorly translated French,
C'est un garçon.
the crowd loved it. Next up was piglet suckling. As I brought my piglet puppet to my teat, I made a noise Noel had not taught me, but in that moment felt perfect and instinctive. The method acting had clearly worked. I was channeling Duchess, and say what you want about the French, but they appreciate sophisticated humour.
Je vous contendrai. Tu voudrais encore mon lait? Je voudrais tous ton lait.
I had bought a plant mister that would allow me to fire milk in the air from my teats, but from the crowd, they could not see it, leading to total silence and confusion as I sprayed myself with milk.
Désolé.
I turned the ambulance around to reveal my romantic restaurant setting for pig eating and pig romance. Unfortunately, the bra and underwear I'd bought did not fit around my voluptuous frame. I was certainly making noises. But were they pig noises? But like all great Shakespearean plays, romance was accompanied by tragedy. Enter Andrew, who'd found out I was doing piggy business with his wife. Unhappy, he took his revenge and killed me.
Bonjour. Comment allez-vous? Merci beaucoup.
The performance was over. It was now in the hands of the judges.
So a lot went wrong, but the crowd kind of liked it. Gave it my best shot.
The acts were called up onto stage in reverse order, until eventually, astonishingly, there were only two left. Noelle and me. On the way up, I was told it was the closest contest they had had in a decade. By now, you guys can tell quite how competitive I am. But on this one occasion, I wasn't sure I actually wanted to win it. Noelle had been kind enough to train me up. He was clearly the king of pig squealing. Any other result would be a travesty. But f*** him, I wanted this. The judges had made their mind up. And of course, it was Noelle. We embraced in a manner only past lovers could. I raised my prize to the sky, a can of mincemeat and a cured sausage. And as Noelle's fan club gathered to hear him squeal one last time, I reflected.
Honestly, going into today, if someone had told me we get second, I would have absolutely grabbed it off them. So, Andrew just sprayed me with some milk.
Show me